Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Zamotel, and I'm an occupational therapist in the schools. And with the COVID-19 school shutdowns and some of the students that we have currently learning virtually, I made the decision to purchase a green screen. And each week I've been doing a lot of green screen activities. And this has proved to be one of the best decisions I made. It's a lot of fun. I've been sharing them, and some of you have requested a video to kind of show you how this all works. In the comments, I will attach the video that taught me everything that I know. But as you can see, one of the first things you need is a green screen. I actually purchased a kit from PlaySpark Toys. So this is their little bag that everything comes in, and you get this really large felt green screen. You also get a pocket, which is really, really nice because this is how you can like feed animals or make things disappear. They also will send you two paint sticks that are green. And this is great because you can use these to make things fly around. And then one other thing that they send you is a magnifying glass. And what's really great about this is you can use it for some like I Spy activities, and you just switch and have the green screen kind of focus in on here. So those were some of the basics that came with the kit. It also came with some felt food as well. And then one of the things that I have done is I found that I needed way more than 2 green paint sticks because often we are spelling words or letters or different things. So I just found green popsicle sticks, and I am able to use these as well. They're a little bit short. The paint sticks are really nice because they're so much longer, but these work in a bind and are easy to have multiple. You'll see I just have Velcro attached to them. On the popsicle sticks, I have the soft Velcro. On most of the objects that I put on the green screen, I use the hard plastic side of the Velcro, and that way everything I have can just stick to my screen. So the pocket comes with a few. I had to add another piece of Velcro here because I was just having a difficult time getting mine to fully stay on. But you'll see that anything that you pick can just stick onto your green screen. What I love, again, about my green screen being the felt one is that I just have to attach Velcro to whatever I'm using, and then it will stick. So if I want lines, they'll just stick on my green screen. If I want to have the zones of regulation, I can just stick it onto my green screen. The thing to remember is that green does not show up. So this actually had green as well, but it doesn't show up. So we had to kind of shorten it. So the PlaySpark company has a video that teaches you everything you need to know about green screens. For those of you that are using Google Meet and not Zoom, that's perfectly fine. You can still use a green screen. Our district uses Google Meet for our virtual sessions. And what I do is basically open up Zoom and then screen share in my Google Meet. The PlaySpark video outlines how to do all of this. The other thing that you'll want to learn is how to make your own backgrounds. So I have a variety of virtual backgrounds. I'll show you some of those right now. So this is one of the backgrounds that you can get for free from PlaySpark Toys. It's just a Mr. Potato Head. This is one of my favorite backgrounds for working with students on the zones of regulation. And what I basically do is I have my zones chart. And depending on what zone we might be talking about that day, I have the students talk about how you might be feeling in the yellow zone, what your eyes might look like in the yellow zone, what your eyebrows might look like in the yellow zone, and we help Mr. Potato Head get his face that way. So when we're talking about your eyes being frustrated, we can put put some frustrated eyes on Mr. Potato Head. When we talk about Mr. Potato Head's mouth, we can put our frustrated mouth on Mr. Potato Head. We can even give him frustrated eyebrows like this. And so it's just a fun way to help students kind of think about what their body or what their face might look like when they're in the yellow zone, but also make it a little bit more interactive. I have a variety of faces. So let's say that today we want to talk about the blue zone. I can move this down to the blue zone, and we can talk about Mr. Potato Head in the blue zone. What do his eyes look like when you're in the blue zone? Let's say we're talking about sleepy. What do your eyes look like when they're sleepy? Oh, they're kind of droopy or closed. You're right. What does your mouth look like when you're sleepy? Oh, you might be yawning. You're right. Let's make Mr. Potato Head yawn. What about your eyebrows? Are they up? Are they angry? And we might put on some sleepy eyebrows on Mr. Potato Head. One of the most popular posts that I've had so far was the week that we were making a potion for Halloween. And it's really fun because you get a lot more magic that way. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we make that happen. So the first thing we have are our items that have Velcro on the back and are stuck to the green screen. We have our pocket set up, and this is where we're going to be putting things into our potion. And then I have my magic letters that fly out are attached with Velcro to popsicle sticks. So this is how I'm going to make the letters fly. Okay, so I'm going to put the background up right now. Sometimes you might get a little bit of a shadow. I do have a ring light that helps occasionally, and that can help eliminate the shadow. Okay, so now you can see we have our background. Here is our potion. This is where our pocket is. So if you look, it looks like my arm is going into the pot, and that's where some of that magic is. So the students, whether they're working on zones or working on handwriting, pick an item up, and I put it in to our cauldron, and it disappears, which then makes our letter come flying out. And you can see that because they're on the green popsicle stick, it looks like they are floating. And we did this, and we were able to keep going, making our letters fly out to spell out our secret message, which was Happy Halloween. So one way that I use this is with handwriting. We might be writing the letters of our secret message. Another way that I use this was with expected and unexpected behaviors. So I had pictures of an expected or unexpected behavior, and they were just hiding behind. So like this. So when the student picked the spider to put into the pot, we decided whether shouting out was an expected or an unexpected behavior. So the really great thing is if you can find a picture of what you want for your background, you can make it work. So I have a variety of backgrounds to fit any theme that's out there. So we have Spooky Spooky, which is one of my students' favorite videos from Halloween. We have another Play Spark video background where you can see the cat. We have Mr. Bear, which is another Play Spark background. And then I've also made some more coming up. So my students that are virtual, all of them do celebrate Christmas and believe in Santa. So I have a little bit of freedom there to go with a Christmas theme as we head into December. And so coming up, we will be feeding the reindeer some magical corn and then making them fly to get to Santa's sleigh. And then hopefully that will be kind of our magic for the week. We can use a pocket to feed the reindeer and then use the green sticks to make them fly. Sometimes the kids are happy too. If I don't have an activity that you're like feeding something or putting something in, even just using your pocket as a magic bag can be really exciting. So sometimes we pull things out of our magic bag, and that is entertaining for them as well. Another one of the backgrounds that I have posted or activities I've posted was Scooby-Doo that we had at Thanksgiving. And again, this gives us an opportunity to use our pocket. Just gonna put it over here at Scooby's mouth so that when he goes to eat the food, it disappears into his mouth. And again, we basically had the students pick a food item. They said Scooby-Doo, num, 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 num. And then I was able to have magic letters come flying out to deliver our secret message. And sometimes it's a lot of fun. I always have all these funny faces in all my photos, but you know, when you go to feed Scooby-Doo the turkey, you know, being like, oh, Scooby, leave my fingers, or oh, you have a lot of slobber, and just kind of getting into it and pretending. Sometimes I'll log on and I'll ask them, you know, how they're doing, and they might say something, and I'll be like, what? Who's here with me? Oh, Scooby's here. And just getting really excited about it just helps with some of the magic of the green screen. So the last trick that I will show you is, again, something that I learned from Play Spark Toys. They give you this handy dandy magnifying glass with the red dot. So normally when you set your virtual background, you choose that you want one that's the color of the green screen. But in this case, I'm actually going to choose red instead of green. So I'm going to pick my background. This is my I Spy background. But then I'm going to change the color to the color of the magnifying glass. Next, we're going to use our magnifying glass kind of like an I Spy. My background had some letter F's strategically hidden all over. Some of them are correctly written, some of them are not. And we are going to try to find the letter F. You can see, oh, that F is not the right size. F is a tall letter. Tall letters touch the sky. That F is a tall letter. It touches the sky. You're right. So you can see that you can kind of use this to find, oh, that letter F is not a fall letter. It should not be falling into the dirt, or however you want to word it. But you can see that you can kind of use this as your little I Spy tool. Makes it kind of fun. So those are really all the tips that I have for you as far as how I do my green screen lessons. Sorry, I'm not a professional videographer, so this is not the best video, but hopefully it helps to give you some ideas of the things that you can do to make virtual learning a little bit more fun using a green screen.